Our cargo ball path is split between 3 different mechanisms. We have the over-the-bumper intake, we have our conveyor system, and then we have our scoring system.
The cargo intake is the subsystem that picks up the balls from the floor, and I started with prototyping with wood.
So essentially what we're doing is we have 2 wood planks across from each other, and we have 2 metal bars that are connecting them with wheels on the inside. So when the wheels are going to spin, they're going to bring the ball inside the robot.
We sent some sheet metal to our sponsors to cut. Then when they came back, we started assembling. Our arms assemble now, it works, it looks great.
So we've got a 2-stage elevator with a moving carriage, and basically the way it's gonna work is we've got rollers on the sides of each stage. It'll just like slide up and down on each other. What we're gonna use it for is just bringing in either game pieces from the back or hatches from the front to move to all 3 stages of the rocket.
We're trying to make some fancy gearboxes that have constant force springs inside of them, so we don't have to put the springs on the whole elevator. We haven't really done a good elevator before as a team, so there's been a lot of research to do, looking at other teams, how they make their elevators.
Cargo has some sort of like conveyor in between the ground intake and our carriage, so it'll move the cargo from the back of the robot to the front.
The prototype I'm working on is the outtake for the ball. And mainly I think it's just the distance between the wheels that we have that are pinching the ball together. So that way it actually has enough compression to move the ball.
In terms of the hatch manipulator subsystem, we have our floor scoop, which will pick up the hatch panel straight from the floor for our second mechanism, which is the center expander.
We started assembling our scoop prototype. We are a little bit nervous about making sure when we scoop it'll be like the right height and it'll work and integrate perfectly with the elevator, as integration is very hard.
So this is the ground intake for the hatch panel. We will power these wheels from the chain and the motor here. We'll suck in the hatch panel, and then we're gonna flip it up, and then we're gonna pass it off to the center expander.
The forks in the front, what they do is they can press in to actually grab a hatch and then extend out to hold it.
So integration at first seemed really tricky.
Since we did so much CADing, it's been pretty smooth, like drive base and stuff.
We don't have any like huge challenges that we have to go through because CAD is great.
I'm just really enthusiastic about seeing how this year turns out.